now.
Life is a ball game, playing out each day.
Playing out each day?
Life is a ball game, playing a new way. Staring and a laughing, hey, hey. Skipping and a jumping on a misty morning. Oh.
Sliding down the waterfall with you.
My brown-eyed squirrels. Welcome to the Talkin Yanks pre-game show. My name is Jomboy. I'm coming live to you from New Jersey. This is my partner, Jake. He's coming live from the Rocky Mountains in Denver. And we are doing the Talkin Yanks pre-game show, the first of 3 against the Believeland Indians. Jake, how you doing today?
I just got handed a box of Milk Duds.
I see that. You Milk Dud guy?
Yeah, candy.
All right.
So I gotta eat these now, which may mess with my talking because Milk Duds.
Yeah, maybe save them. Save a couple.
I just popped one. Milk Duds.
Maybe save a couple for a celebration. We got.
I'll save the rest of the box. They clog up your teeth. They're delicious though.
Jim, we're going into 3 against the Cleveland Indians, a team that we still think is going to be in the playoffs later this year. They have been for the past while now. And there's one big story, Jimmy, today. We had D-Day earlier in the week. We have D Day today. The shortstop for the Yankees returns, the King of the North. We're excited.
Are we allowed to make that joke? I was wondering.
It's not a joke. D-Day was a couple days ago. Day is today.
Yesterday. And DD Day is today.
DD Day is today.
We got a good lineup today because DD's back, but Kenmo's still in there. Here we go. Let's just do the lineup. We got let me find it. Is my air conditioning loud? Should I turn that off?
You're good.
DJ LeMahieu is leading off and playing second base. Aaron Hicks is the new 2-hole hitter. I think this is like the 3rd or 4th game in a row at center field. Luke Voigt, 3-hole at first. Gary catching and batting in the cleanup spot. 4th day in a row catching for Gary. He'll get an off day this series, though. Probably Sunday. Didi in there at shortstop. Morales at DH. Frazier at right field. Urshela at third base. Gardner in left field. Cameron Maybin, Romine, and Gleyber Torres on the bench. Gleyber says he's good to play, but they're giving him an extra day, and they have Didi now, so there's going to start the Ferris wheel of rotation and off days. Herman's on the bump. What do you think about this lineup?
Well, we got Didi back. I mean, that's the focal point. A lot of eyes are going to be on Kendrys Morales going forward. One of the least liked players. Is he the most least liked guy in Yankee land this season? Just where he's currently at, not a ton of hits.
I don't know. If I ask both my neighbors, they'd give a different
answer. Yeah, okay. We'll do that later. But, yeah, I mean, the pressure's on Kenmo to get going. But, yeah, we like this lineup. I mean, 8-hole Urshela, man. Gardy, in the 9th hole where we wanted him when everyone was freaking out about leadoff Gardy. So yeah, man, we like this. I mean, you swap out Kendrys Morales for a Giancarlo Stanton or a Aaron Judge, and we're getting really close to the lineup we want to see out there. So we're excited for it.
I mean, now with Hicks back and Didi back, like we have a lot of lefties, and then Kenmo switch hitter.
Yeah,
and Gardner. Yeah, wow. We were lacking lefties for a while. It was like,
yeah, we got a little bit of balance if you're into that kind of thing.
If you're into that kind of thing, we got balance. I like the lineup. We're getting really sick of Morales, but whatever, it is what it is. Like who they could have put if they put Clint at DH and Cameron Maybin in right field. That's a better lineup. That's better use of this lineup. If Gleyber's going to sit, you can still get Kenmo out of there, put Cameron Maybin in, and then I'd be saying, I think this is our best lineup with Gleyber on the bench.
Yeah, and I think we'll, the Yankees always have a plan coming into the series. I'm sure, we're probably going to get some Cameron Maybin in right. Clint gets a DH day. Kenmo will sit. The musical chairs is on. We're probably going to see a different DH most days. We're going to see guys moving around the infield and the outfield, but that's kind of what the Yankees want. So, yeah.
Roving DH. The Indians, we have – is this their first time playing the Indians this season? I think it is. We have Lindor's leading off playing shortstop. Mercado, the rookie, is in left field. Santana's at first. Kipnis at second. Ramirez at third. Bowers DHing. Martin at center field. Plawecki catching.
Your guy.
Naquin at right field. Is that it? I don't know half these.
Yeah.
I know half of them are like you definitely know their name because the Indians have been good. But Mercado's a rookie. Who's Bowers?
Bowers is from the Rays. He was the lefty.
Oh, okay. That's why it sounds familiar.
Jake Bowers.
And I don't know Plawecki or Naquin.
Plawecki was on the Mets a little bit. He's kind of like a backup.
Oh.
Yeah. He's a generic backup catcher type. Naquin, he's been around. He gets hurt a lot. I think it's kind of funny. Like Martin, he's a speedster. Plawecki, Naquin. It's a lot of MLB names, but a lot of guys, if you ask me about their game, you'd be like, I don't know. Naquin's out there. Plawecki's a backup catcher. Like, I don't know. So I don't know. With the Indians, it usually comes down to Lindor, Ramirez, a little Santana back, Kipnis. We'll see what they're looking like this year. I think José Ramírez had just an awful start to the season. But I mean, if you've watched that guy play baseball, you know he's always a threat. And Lindor's kind of underrated, man, for what he does at shortstop, switch hitting. He's pretty amazing. So
I read this whole thread on if Ramirez took steroids last 2 seasons or not.
And your thoughts?
I didn't really care, but the people in the thread said inconclusive. He may have.
Thanks for reading.
He also
but
could
we
be
don't
streaky.
Know. Yeah.
This pitcher that they have, Zach Plesac.
Yeah.
Jake, started the year in AA. Then he got moved to AAA. He made 3 starts in AAA. Good starts. And then is now in the MLB, and he's made 2 starts. Like, he moved up quickly this season. Pretty big, pretty fast. So I was interested in that. I mean, I don't know if they were in desperate need. It seems like they were in desperate need of a starter, and he's doing that for them now because you don't usually see guys rushed up that quick. He's made 2 starts. His debut was versus the Red Sox, 5.1 innings pitched, 1 earned run, only 4 hits. And then there was the White Sox, 7 innings pitched, 4 hits. So both games he's given up 4 hits. So if the Yankees can get more than 4 hits off of him, that would be cool. And more than 1 earned run. 4 hits, 1 earned run, both games. How about that? 86 pitches, then 96. Yeah,
I'm not sure exactly why he got the call. Who knows? I mean, we had like Johnny Lasagna do that last year. Interesting. He's related to Dan Plesac, former MLB pitcher, and now he's on the MLB network a lot.
What's their relation?
It's his uncle.
Okay.
Uncle Dan. So Zach, he's from Indiana. So his first start was against Boston. So, I mean, that's big. Your first game ever is against the Red Sox in Fenway. They had some family out there. His second start was against the White Sox. I guess they had like 100 people there because he's kind of from that neck of the woods a little bit. And then his third start is at home against the Yankees. So he's kind of been thrown into it.
This is his first home start.
And he's been doing Yaleman's work for them so far out of Ball State, Muncie, Indiana. That's where Jerry Gergich's timeshare is. So it'll be interesting to see what the kid's got, if he's got the stones or if he turns up or he turns down for the occasion, Jimbo Slice.
What's he look like?
He's kind of handsome. He's got a good look going on. He doesn't have the mangy hair, at least in this picture. But yeah, he's got like a soft baby goatee going on. I think he's a sharp looking fella.
Tatted up. You would.
Okay.
You would, Jake.
Yeah, and Jim, I think the last thing we want to circle back on about the Windians I mentioned Ramirez got off to a bad start. He is he's hitting 204 with a 301 OBP, which is just kind of shocking for a guy that's been a MVP candidate the past couple years. Lindor's doing his thing, and Carlos Santana is doing his thing. Outside of that, the cupboard's been pretty empty for the Indians so far this year. So I don't know. You could play the Believe in Duke card if you want that. I mean, that's not a good pick. You know that.
That's your boyfriend. You said he's so hot.
Go to the third pick there. That's what I was looking at. I mean, that's a terrible nerdy high school pick. No, that would be the second pick. Yep. That was 2013. How old is he in that? He's 24 now. What's 24 minus 6? Nobody can do that, man. He's a high schooler there. Get off that pick. The third pick.
That's why I was wondering why I was just surprised that you looked at this picture and said, holy shit, this dude's so hot.
Well, that's why I've told you multiple times now that it wasn't that picture. But yeah, so he's a handsome hot boy, and that's kind of the Indians. Jimmy, the other big story for the Yanks today, besides Sir Didi coming back, it's got to be Domingo Germán. If we were doing honest what to watch for, it would be Didi and Domingo. But those are the main stories. We like the little things, Jim. And Domingo's been struggling a little bit, Jimmer Fredette.
He has. Like I went from having full confidence in Germán to now I don't. His last 3 starts is given up. Jake. His last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 starts, he's given up 8 home runs. 4 came in 1 game, but 8 home runs in his last 5 starts. His last 5 starts, he has an ERA of 5.61. He looks like
I think you tied it to the last 3, Jim. The last 3 have been totally different. 13.2 innings, 20 hits, and a 7.9 ERA. He's been getting lit up recently.
Yeah, he shakes off. So watch him. Last time it was interesting, him and Gary, their communication, because Gary kept calling for other pitches, and he just kept shaking and saying, I'm going to throw this curveball. I'm going to throw this curveball. I'm just going to throw this curveball. And then the hitters were like, I think he might throw the curveball again, and they were hitting it. So it was interesting. I don't know. What's his history with the Indians? Is it good or bad? He's got anyone have good numbers off him, Jake? We got – no. Leonys Martín has 2 hits and 3 at-bats. Everyone else, nothing. No one has a home run on this lineup. Bowers has a triple, and so does Ramirez, actually. They both have triples off of him. Nothing crazy. He's faced Cleveland twice in his career. 1 good start, 6 innings pitched, 0 earned runs. 1 terrible start, 4 innings pitched, 6 earned runs. So nothing like jumps at the page on the previous matchups. But, yeah, Germán needs to be good. Germán needs to go deep and give us a chance to win. Otherwise, it's full worry about Germán time.
Yeah, I'm almost not too worried about going deep, Jim, because it's game 1, and we'll talk about the bullpen path to success here. Pitching path to success. What you love the words.
Pitching path to victory.
Pitching path to victory. That's right.
Wow. You just only do the show every day. So
I think one of the things that we've seen Booney get away from a little bit this year, that's something we actually liked from last year, was give guys wins. Pull Chad Green after he has the 1 clean inning yesterday. Give him a win for the day. Domingo needs a win pretty bad. If he goes 5, 1 run, 7 Ks, and he's at 80 or so pitches, I think I'm okay not risking that 6th inning if we've got the guys in the pin to seal the deal and win game 1.
Pin. You say a southern accent when you say pen.
Pen?
Do you say like a writing utensil? Do you pronounce this the same as bullpen?
Pen.
But then you say pin for bullpen.
Bullpen. That's just being silly, bud.
Only Chapman and Green got used yesterday, so everyone's good. Actually, use Britton. Use Britton today. It's almost a must-use Britton day, in my opinion.
And that's the thing. We who else got used yesterday? It was Chad and Chappie. Chappie had been 4 days off, right? So he's fine to go. Ottavino had the day off. Canely had the day off. So that's what I'm saying. I think if you have Herman, and he's gotten through his 5 and the pitch count's getting up there, and maybe it's the 3rd time through the order, I'm okay with calling it and going to the bullpen today. Try to lock down game 1. We'll see what it looks like when we get there, if we get there.
The Indians they used 2 relievers yesterday, but only for about like 1 inning pitched or 1 out each. So they have a fresh pen. That'll be good. Who are we facing this series? This is the first game, so I'm just kind of interested. I'm looking it up now because they don't have any pitchers right now, right? Like we're missing Bowers because he pitched yesterday. Bauer. Then Clevenger and Kluber are both hurt. We're facing Adam Plutko and Shane Bieber. I don't know any of these pitchers.
Yeah, Bieber's pretty solid. He was a decent prospect. He's got some good strikeout numbers so far this year. This is kind of his first full season. He's MLB caliber. The other guy I'm not super familiar with, but yeah, it's hey, we see another team out there that's kind of had the injury bug hit them this year. Jimmy. No, we got a couple old friends in the Windian bullpen.
Nick Goody, Tyler Clippard, AJ Cole.
Tyler Clippard and AJ Cole. Cole World.
I know that this is not today's game; it's tomorrow's game. But since you thought Plesac was the hottest person alive, can I get your opinion on Adam Plutko? Because a different vibe. He's got a different vibe going on. I got him on the screen.
Oh, he's he's a hot body, handsome face in his own way.
That guy's happy.
Yeah, he's having a good time. He reminds me of kind of a happy Jeff Palak look going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's a reference everyone will get.
Good job. Yeah, and you nailed his name. Yeah. All right. What's the next thing? So what's your what to watch? I'm going to do mine first.
Do yours first, Jimmer.
It's I'm stealing it from your award that you gave out on yesterday's podcast, today's podcast. It's the Redemption Tour. Yeah. We got Clint Frazier. The Indians traded him away. Gio Urshela. The Indians, I don't know, did they trade him or release him? They said no, thank you. Cameron Maybin. Cameron Maybin could have got called up for the Indians, but he was in their minor league system. They traded him to the Yankees for nothing. Those 3 guys are all in the starting lineup. Redemption, thy name is Clint, Cameron, and Gio. We saw Gio swinging out of his shoes versus the Blue Jays because he wanted to get a redemption home run. He did finally get it. We will see how those 3 guys. Now, Clint has played the Indians a couple times now since the trade, like often. So I think that's not even a storyline anymore. But Gio and Cameron, I still think it's, especially Cameron Maybin, like he's got to feel like, hey, fuckers, you were just stashing me in AAA. I'm hitting very well for the Yankees.
Yeah, I mean, I love it. I was hoping Maybin would be in the lineup today for the whole revenge factor, but he'll probably pinch hit, pitch run, make a game-saving play or something. You're right. And Jimmy, I mean, Clint, it's the world against Clint. This is the team that traded him. What fools are they? So, I mean, not only is he mad at us, but he's mad at them. So
born mad.
Born mad, lives mad, the Hulk, the Red Hulk. There's something. I like it, Jim. I like it. And, if you saw Urshela in the Blue Jay series, he looked like he was playing home run derby. And he got one. So that's kind of impressive in itself. James, building off that, and if you listened to the podcast last night, we thank you. Aaron Hicks, our center fielder, when he joined the team, he took a little bit to get the bat going, and now he's kind of on his way. He had a big series against Toronto. He was kind of carrying the offense. He sat the middle game, but he still had 2 home runs. He went 4 for 9, 4 RBIs. That OBP is starting to get up there. He's starting to get towards his regular numbers. And Jim, we're seeing what you and I talked about, which kind of makes me happy when we say something like this and it comes to fruition, that the Yankees kind of dream for a little bit is to have LeMahieu and Hicks doing their thing at the top of that lineup.
The table setters.
If you, it's almost a little bit old school. It's almost a little like Damon Jeter going on here, where if LeMahieu can get on, which, I mean, he's just been a monster lately. If you've got Hicks batting lefty, that opens up the right side of the infield potentially. He's got his great eye. He looks for his pitch. When those guys are doing their thing right, it sets the Yankees up for a big inning. So I'm watching for Hicksy to keep it rolling and kind of that 1-2 at the top to lead us out there, James.
Lead us to victory.
The hitting path to victory, if you will.
Wow. Homer draft. It's the Homer draft. I am winning. No, I'm not winning.
Whoa.
That was like a John Sterling thing. Okay. Time for the Homer draft. Right in your ear hole.
Yeah, that feels bad.
I won the last series because I got a Clint home run and a Hicks home run correctly. The series on the year is 7 series to 7 series and 4 ties, so we're tied there. You have a better overall score. You've correctly predicted 22 home runs versus mine 17. We start fresh, though, today, Jake. You have the first pick. You can choose anyone you want. If anyone doesn't know, you can't have the same player twice in the same series. So, Jake, first pick. Who are you taking?
Yeah, this is my first time having the first pick in a while, just due to some crazy scheduling and stuff. So I'm happy to be here, Coach. Jimmy, I believe in magic. Give me Didi, man. He's back against these Indians. He has great numbers. He's in their head. They got a nice little right center field porch for him. He's Didi, big old smile. He's back. Rejuvenate the team.
I'm going Gary Sánchez. Gary hit one to the track yesterday, about 394.5 feet for not a home run, and he hit a line drive. He went 0 for 5, but he roped a couple balls, and I do think he will be sitting one of these games, so I have to get him now instead of so I can get him, and he's the love of my life. So Gary Sánchez, and with my second pick, I think I'm going to take You know what? Give me Clint.
Nice.
Gary and Clint.
Clint was a backup for me, but the answer is Aaron Hicks.
Yeah, he was searching his name too.
Home runs in his past 2 games. Keep it rolling, Hicksy.
All right. Next up, the over/under. I'm gonna guess it's at 10 again.
Plesac versus Herman. 10.
Maybe 9.5. Maybe 9.5.
Oh, don't come down on it. Soft.
I forgot Plesac's been good his last 2 starts, but still, he's making his 3rd ever pick.
Oh, soft.
3rd ever. What's your guess? You have to guess before you look it up.
Going 10 because I'm a man.
All right, yeah, I'm 10 too. I was just thinking about it.
You came down on it. You're 9.5. I think it's probably 9.5.
Well, now you're coming down.
9.
Oh, give
9.
Me the over. I don't have faith in Herman, and I think we're gonna smack this rookie around.
Ooh, I like that a lot. Yeah, I'll go over with you.
I already typed it in before you even said anything.
Thanks, babe.
Because I knew. I just knew in your heart of hearts, and you're on a good streak with the over/under, Jake.
Yeah.
Your 7 for your last 8 have been winners.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, they have been. I'm the
yes.
best. My name's Jake.
Okay.
The best ever. This guy. Let's go to the chat, see what they want to. This guy says, talk about Dellin Betances and his pitching. Okay. 6'8", righty, throws a 100-mile fastball and the nasty, nasty knuckle curve. Really good. Currently rehabbing from injury. Hope to get him back soon on a contract year.
Not his pitching.
Oh, that's not his pitching. My bad.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did we cover his pitching?
Yeah.
All right, cool. There we go. I don't believe there's any questions. Chat was quieter today than yesterday. Someone said that Plesac pitched for 30 years in the major, but that can't be true.
I don't think 30's right. His I want to say Uncle Dan was a lefty like reliever though, and I mean that's back in the day when you could. He 86 to 2003, so close.
What's that? 16 years?
18.
Okay. Still not 30.
Still not 30. No.
Still not 30. Is Dellin better than Araldis? I don't know. Chappie's pretty good. Just won reliever of the month, and he's really good. When does Sevy come back? Probably after the All-Star break. We're not even going to get any updates until then. I think that's all, Jake. We enjoy this Friday set. Enjoy the game. Is Dellin better than Araldis? We just answered that.
Let's go Yanks, I'd say.
Go Yanks. See you guys later. Oh, did you hear about Mitch Haniger?
I did not.
He ruptured his testicle. That couldn't have hurt that bad. Now you can't hear me? Okay. Well, he ruptured.
Thanks for tuning in, folks. We appreciate y'all.
See ya.